everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking. Today I'm out of my protein pudding that I keep in the refrigerator for me. I keep it in at night when I got the munchies and I have to have a little something sweet. I end up going to this, okay? I've got today, I'm just using, this is Devotion Nutrition. It's like a protein powder, but it's flavored protein powder. If you've got any kind of protein powder at your house, use that, okay? But I've got these and I need to use them up. This has got 20 grams of protein, no sugar, 1 gram per serving, gluten-free. So I'm going to put in, I haven't done this flavor. If you've seen around here, I've got about a dozen flavors out here thinking, do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? And then I've got salted caramel, this is all sugar-free pudding, and I ordered this from Amazon a long time ago when I first found out I was diabetic, because I thought, can you beat salted caramel? So it's time to try one of them. I bought a little pack, or if you don't have that, you can use butterscotch. You want sugar-free, okay? And this one is a 1.7 ounce. So it's bigger. If you're using the little one, it's just 1 ounce box. So you can either use one of the big boxes of the butterscotch, or like I said, we're just playing around today. I'm gonna show you how mine came. I'm gonna show you mine came 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes in a thing. And like I said, I've had this for a while, and I thought you need to use it, and it smells divine. It almost smells just like butterscotch. If you really think about this, it smells a lot like butterscotch. Okay, so far we've got one box, 1.7 ounce box of the of the salted caramel sugar-free pudding. Now I have 2 of these protein. This is called Indulgence. It's salted caramel truffle, and it's 30 grams. Now this box says, let me double check it here. It says, it's a little different. Hang on. It tells the grams and stuff like that. I think the big box calls for, I just went back, 2 cups of milk. So there's 11 ounces in this one. I'm going to measure it out, okay? I want to put 2 whole cups in this because I will drink whatever is that I don't use out of this other one, okay? I'll drink it. But we're playing today. I love to try. I'm going to put in 2 cups because I use that Devotion, the Devotion, what do you call it here? Here it is. The Devotion powder. And it's 20 grams. I'll see how many I'm going to have in this. But I'm going to tell you, when I make this, this will do me about 4 nights. 4 nights. Wait just a second. I'm going to whisk this around together. I'm going to put in the 2 cups of protein powder. Protein shake here. You can use whatever flavor. You can work with these and play with these and get you a high protein powder. Definitely. You sure can. And do your own flavor and try new flavors, because I really like making these. It really does help when you're struggling, really, when you're struggling and you think to yourself, I need something sweet so bad. If you'll make you up some high protein, do you realize how protein fills us up and makes us feel, feel full a lot longer than just drinking, you know, some kind of diet drink or something like that. But so far, I've got, let's see, 45 in these little, because I used 1.5, 2 cups total. So I used 1.5 of this. So I've got probably a little bit more than 45 in that. 20 in the 20 in the Devotion protein powder I put in there. So that's 55, 65. That's 65 grams of protein so far in here. Now, this is at the point where there's different ways to make these. I don't like cottage cheese, but I'll tell you why, because cottage cheese has a salty flavor to it. And if you're not careful, salty flavors can overpower the sweet flavor. So right now you could blend you up about 1/2 cup of cottage cheese and add it in there, and boy, would that bring up your protein. But blend it real good so you don't feel those, so you don't get those little lumps, you know. But blend it till it's smooth, and you'll see it will be good. Okay, now let me think of what else. Sometimes I'm going through my mind like the mad scientist, and I'm going through all these different flavors. I've got them laid out here thinking, what do I want to do today? So far, you can see my pudding's starting to set up. Let me grab a couple more things. Okay, I've been cooking today, young'uns. Laws of mercy. I fixed a chicken. Let's see, chicken casserole, mashed potatoes, green beans, and rolls. Fed my family. Okay, now this is 0 sugar Cool Whip, and I mainly buy this for doing protein puddings. That's just the truth, because I love that light, fluffy feeling. That's just, if you don't like it, don't put it in there. But I didn't have enough to make about 1/2. I'm going to see how that goes, okay? Okay. There's one more thing I'm going to do, but I'm going to fold these in together. I don't like just having pudding. Now, you all might, and you don't have to do this step, okay? I like having the Cool Whip. Just makes me feel like it's a dessert instead of just a pudding. And I don't want to beat it all together. I like leaving it just, look at that, leaving it just a little bit. Now, you know, gotta have taste to this, don't we? Now, just because we don't know if I need to add some stuff to this. Oh my, oh my, oh me, oh my. Did I tell you all what flavor that it was that I added in the protein? I don't know. I surely did. Really, I surely did. I used the, let me grab this. I used the salted caramel cone is what I used. Salted caramel cone. I wished you could taste this. I wished you could taste it. Now, Devotion, anytime you're buying protein powder, it's expensive. One of those packets is like 1 scoop of your regular protein powder. So if you've got vanilla or you've got chocolate or whatever, or you just got plain, use that in here. You want those grams of goodie. Now, I always put my my stuff into this little lock and lock bowl. It's perfect. It sort of lets me know how much that I'm eating at a time. I can divide it off into 4 positions, or I can tell myself this is going to last 3 days. Okay? And so I'm getting some good protein that way. Now, let me show you what I've got here. Y'all can use graham crackers or whatever, but I'm looking at carbs and I'm looking at sugar and stuff. This is a walnut pie crust. I had it. And I had gotten it before I found out I had diabetes. And so I thought, okay, let's just read what this says. It says that 8 servings in this whole big pie. 8 servings. It says total carbs, 9 grams, with 1 gram of fiber, which you deduct that from your carb, which makes 8 carbs. And it has a total of 3 grams of sugar. Okay? So we're not looking at high. I think this is, when I looked at the graham crackers that I had, I felt like that this was less carbs and less sugar than the graham crackers was for sure. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little bit of this walnut crust, and I'm going to put it right on the bottom, almost like I'm making a yum yum. You know what I'm talking about? We want a little crust on the bottom, don't we? When you get to the bottom, it's going to soak up in there. Don't get this wrong. Don't get me wrong, okay? It will a little bit. Now I'm going to put my pudding in there. 1 layer like that. You know me, I'm sitting around here looking, thinking, what else do I want to put in there? This is my protein. So I've got some Lily's milk chocolate style baking chips. This is no sugar, okay? No sugar added right there. For anybody that don't know what that is, there it is. I like the Lily's brand. I'm going to sprinkle me a little bit, measure with your heart, in this last half of the pudding. And then I'm going to smooth out the one with no chips in it. Put the rest of this on top. Now remember, you don't have to put the Cool Whip in it. If you like just regular pudding, a nice thick pudding that you can cut with a spoon when you reach down in there, then that's what you need to do. I wish you could smell this. This is going to be very different because I am a chocolate and peanut butter lover. And I do love caramel. It's right up there, but I haven't made this pudding yet. Don't want to leave 1 bite. Look, just what I took off that spoon was more than 2 bites. You know, I mean, we can waste. Hang on a minute. We can waste or we cannot waste. It's up to you. And if it makes you mad, then I'm not the person you need to watch, because I don't believe in wasting. Now, perfect. So I used about a little bit less than a half of a Cool Whip Zero, okay? Now, I'm going to take a little bit of these, and I'm going to crunch just a little bit on top. And this, I won't have this till tonight. I'll have my little section. This is not bad at all. What I'm saying is, you know, we don't want to sit down and eat the whole thing, but you could. You could. So, you know, I mean, I'm not one of them people that's going to sit down and eat the whole thing. I'm just going to get these little crumbs out of here, and I can use the rest of this crust. I'll put it in a Ziploc baggie, And I will use the rest of that on a different recipe. Because I'm making these at least twice a week. I really am. I about cut my finger off a while ago. That's why I've got a Band-Aid on. Let me get my towel here. And then after I get through cooking, I will put me a new Band-Aid on. Okay, we'll put that up in a little while. Now I'm going to take just a few more of those chocolate chips. You know, we eat with our eyes first, don't we? And when you take the lid off this and you see those chocolate chips, chocolate and caramel goes great together. You want about every bite to have just a few of those on there. Look at that. I think I need to get a picture, don't I? Here we go. If you were let this set up, it'll finish setting all the way up a little bit more, not a whole lot, because when I put the Cool Whip in there, that softens it up. Like I said, if you like a real thick pudding, almost thicker than a mousse, then don't put the Cool Whip in. You know, make it to where you like it. I was trying to decide what to do today, and I thought, well, I think I would like to have butterscotch. But see, caramel is so close to butterscotch that I thought, I've got all these caramel things. Maybe I need to use them up. So I'm going to, you know, I'll take just a tiny little bite out of the corner there. Y'all know I already tasted of it. Got me a little chocolate chip on there and a little bit of the, put me a little bit of that crust on there. Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for your blessings, Lord. I pray, God, you'll bless this dish that I've made, Lord. That each time I eat it, it will do for my body what you would have it to do, Lord. I pray, God, help me to always be mindful whenever I'm watching what I eat, Lord, that what I do, I put into the temple of God, which is our bodies. Thank you for this day. Thank you for your blessings, Lord. Thank you how you take care of us and you provide. We love you, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen. I can't wait till tonight. This is my little precious little cargo right here. And each week I will try to maybe do a different version. I don't know. We're playing with it as we go. But so far we have 45 grams in our shake that we used. I used 1.5 of the shake. We had 20 in that, which made 65. This has 65 plus the little bit of crumbles that I put on top and on the bottom. That was about 1 gram. So about 46 grams of protein. And so, you know, I mean, you just can't beat doing this. And whenever you have a hankering, as I say, whenever you have a hankering and you think to yourself, oh my goodness, I'm going to eat everything in the house, don't do it. When you have something made up in that refrigerator, go and say, I'm going to eat this. It's got protein in it. And you got to realize it tastes sweet, but it fills you up and makes you feel full. At bedtime is whenever my mind goes crazy. I have those, as I call them, sugar cravings or food noise in my mind. I do. So at bedtime, when you've got something you can put you some protein in and eat, be sure and do it, okay? And you'll know what works for you. If you say, well, Nan, I can't drink that kind of shake because it bothers my stomach or causes me to have gas. I've heard everything in the world that causes me to have gas. You know what? Change to a different brand. Change to a different brand. I'll show you what what I leave in my refrigerator and I drink just about every single day. The Atkins high protein iced coffee shake. This one is cafe caramel. They make one, it's like almost like a little bit more chocolatey, but I like this one. Has just a hint of a coffee taste. And let me tell you, I have those every day. That's 15 grams that I probably wouldn't have because I don't like to get up and start eating an egg in the morning. You know, I just rather drink something, and I'm not a breakfast eater at all, so that still gets something inside of me that is good for me. Well, I'm going to go. I want y'all to know how much I appreciate you watching with me. I hope these high protein, low carb and sugar things that I'm doing, I hear from people all day long, you don't know, that say, Nan, I've got diabetes. Nan, my husband has diabetes. I'm cooking for a son and a husband or a daughter or whatever, and I need some good recipes. So we're in this together. We can do this. When I was diagnosed, I remember saying to the Lord, I can't do this. And he said, you will do it. And you will help someone. And I remember saying out loud, Lord, how can I help somebody? I don't even feel like I can help myself. But God, I give him all the glory. If there's anybody that's being helped by any of the low carb or low sugar or desserts that I'm doing, I'm telling you, it's only God. Give him the credit, not me. He's the one. I pray about these recipes. I pray and ask the Lord to show me what to do and tell me what to do and what to say, and he does. Well, I'm going to go, and I will see you next time, Lord willing, okay? Don't ever forget how much he loves us. And no matter what kind of stuff you're going through, trying to lose those pounds or trying to get off of the high carb and getting down to low sugar and low carb or off the sugar, remember that he'll never leave you and he'll never forsake you. There's going to be days when you're going to have cravings and it's going to be bad. Make yourself something up that when the old devil sits on your shoulder and says, you want that, go ahead and eat that. Go ahead and drink that. You can say, I'm not going to do it. Not today, Satan. And you're going to go to your refrigerator, pull out your protein pudding and sit down. And if you want to eat the whole thing, eat the whole thing until those cravings subside, okay? Love y'all. See you next time. Bye-bye.